Let's see, is this thing still working? I haven't been live in so long, but I thought I would come live and do a Capricorn chat with you all. I will know it's working when the chat is working, when I see people chatting, but until then, I'll just keep talking. Hi, everyone, I'm live. It's Lamarr Townsend from, of course, Lamarr Townsend Tarot, and I am here to talk about Capricorn season. Happy New Year. It is January 2022. Can you guys believe it? It is currently, I think, the 10th. And it's an exciting time, all right? We are in Capricorn season. I just did a video about this on my YouTube, or not, my Patreon, where I talked about the seasons, the ruling zodiac signs of each season, and what each month in the 12-month calendar means in terms of astrology. So become a patron to check that out. Hi, Stan, the Magic Man. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while, but of course I haven't been live in so long. So I don't even know how many people are in the room right now, but I'm just talking. I'm on OBS, so I can't see how many people are in the room, but I kind of like it that way because it's out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. Um, we are in Capricorn season, so I don't know how many. I know a lot of people watch me who are either Capricorns or have Capricorn in their chart or dealing with a Capricorn. So this is Capricorn season, all right? This is the time to buckle down. Capricorn does start the year, all right? So a lot of people think Aries sometimes starts the year, but that's because traditionally Aries is like the first zodiac sign because it's the first house. But actually, in terms of the 12-month calendar, Capricorn rules the first month, all right? So it's interesting when a lot of people set New Year's resolutions during Capricorn season because Capricorn rules time, all right? So time is your friend. Time is on your side when it comes to Capricorn season, all right? In the utilization of time, where a lot of zodiac signs or people are more so short-term thinkers, not saying all right, but as compared to maybe a certain air sign like Gemini. Gemini can be very short-term, like tomorrow, like an hour from now, like a week from now. But as more Capricorn is more so, where am I going to be? What are my plans a year from now? 10 years from now. That's Capricorn. So it's interesting that people start setting New Year's resolutions during Capricorn season for the year ahead. Did you ever pay attention to that? Also, what New Year's resolutions are you actually setting? One common one is that, people set for themselves is weight loss goals, for example. You know, um, the thing is that it's going to take time to achieve any goal that's worthwhile, especially weight loss and stuff like that, right? So Capricorn is about commitment, setting goals this month for the year, but are you going to be committed? What changes do you need to make within yourself to learn commitment? That's what Capricorn is about, is true commitment. A lot of times people get it complicated though. Hi, Stan the Magic Man says, felt like last year there wasn't movement, but this year I feel some movement for me. Exactly, right? Me too. Already, and it's just the beginning of the year, right? Stan the Magic Man. By the way, make sure you guys like, subscribe, share. It's so interesting because, with Capricorn, and I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Capricorn. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Capricorn. People get this very confused with Capricorn. Hi, Gabriel. How are you? Gabriel. Thank you for being here. People get this very mixed up with Capricorn. Is that Capricorn is all about self improvement and commitment. Capricorns are very commitment people. You would be surprised how many readings or people I get, as clients who call me about a Capricorn that they're struggling with, particularly one who is like maybe a commitment phobe. I'm pretty sure I had a client just yesterday who was dealing with the situation literally with a Capricorn. It's usually a Capricorn man. Sometimes it's a Capricorn woman. I can say this because I'm a Capricorn man, right? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only, right? But people get this mixed up with Capricorns. Capricorns are commitment people, but they're committed to self first. Have you noticed that? Gabriel says, same, I feel like a whole different person, right? Dave Leo says, go Virgos. Yes, well, Virgo season, yes. Virgos are awesome too. I'm a Virgo rising, so that's, yeah. But I don't know. 2022, this Capricorn season, like, I'm already thinking of my long term goals, but it's interesting on the topic of, like, committed to self. I've, like, Notice I've been committing a lot of long-term goals like to myself. I like one thing because I just turned 30. And for 30, to be honest with you, I'm in pretty good health, mental, emotional, physical, I'm doing pretty good. Are there things I could work on? Absolutely. And I'm working on those, especially this year in Capricorn season, January 2022. Now, one thing, I don't know about you or how you all feel about the dentist. These are my teeth. So, I don't have any really bad teeth issues, but one thing Spirit's been putting it in my mind is, and I did a video on this on Patreon. I'm not going to talk about this on YouTube because y'all know how YouTube can be. But I talked about maybe oral health and the virus, so go check that out on my Patreon. But anyway, I just set up a dentist appointment this year, to go get my teeth cleaned. To be honest, after not getting my teeth cleaned for probably 4 or 5 years, to be honest. But in between not getting my teeth professionally cleaned, I've been flossing once a day, brushing twice a day, right? And, making sure, that my teeth are in optimal health. Now that I'm 30 though, something is like, no, I need to floss twice a day and brush twice a day. So I've been doing it twice a day lately. But I've just been paying more attention to my mental health, yes, but my oral health, things you don't even like always like think about or pay attention to. But I'm noticing that oral health is also tied in, and I talked about this on Patreon, is tied into your sinuses and is tied into whether or not you get sick or don't get sick. This is, connected to your immune system. So oral health is really important. So, but I don't know. Sarah Thomas has loved the dentist. Coconut pulling? What is that? What's coconut pulling? What is that? Um, I don't like the dentist. Because I've spent 33,000 to the dentist. I'm okay. Ooh, wow. Yeah, the dentist can be expensive. I'm always afraid of hearing bad news, but it's like I'm committed in this Capricorn season, January 2022, to my health and having better health overall. Who better to know oral health, than, Spirit, can teach me all they need and want. But who better knows oral health than someone who's been studying it for years in college who has a degree in it? It's okay to trust people. And that's one thing Capricorns struggle with is trust, opening up. Open that mouth. Show me your teeth, right? You swish coconut oil in your mouth and it's good for you. Oh, I didn't know about that. I'm actually allergic to coconut. Every now and then that does sound good for you, but every now and then I do swish my mouth, sea salt and water. But also, you guys know to brush your tongue too, right? You know to brush your tongue, right? Speaking of oral health, you better be brushing your tongue, honey. Okay, just saying. Um, but I'm just saying this as an example to show you all like commitment. And yes, it's expensive, but it's my health. It's committing to my health, right? You're brushing your tongues. Okay, thank you, God. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. This is why you're my people, right? It's about committing to long-term health, right? It's about committing long-term, all right? And it's not even about aesthetics. I already have a pretty smile, but is it a healthy smile? There's a difference between pretty and healthy, beautiful and healthy, handsome and healthy, right? And I'm not just talking oral health, I'm talking mental health, emotional health, physical health. I mean, we need to commit. It's prevention. Exactly, it is prevention. Going to the dentist is prevention. Go to the dentist, people. But we need to commit to ourselves during this Capricorn season. Commit to ourselves, all right? Yes, we want commitment from other people. Yes, we want commitment from our jobs. Yes, we want commitment from our dogs and our cats. But we need to commit to ourselves first, right? Proactive, right? All right. So whether that means you committing to going to the dentist twice a year, all right, as recommended, or more by your dentist, I'm not sure. Going to the doctors twice a year, getting checked and tested, all right, however many years you need to get, checked and tested. Let's also your spiritual health, your mental health. Like I think in 2020, and it's interesting, you guys, 2022 is the year of love. Now, I was just talking to my friend about this. You know how a lot of people think when they think of Venus, because 6 is about Venus, 2022 breaks down to the number 6, right? when people think of Venus and love, they automatically think like love with someone else. But it's, first of all, about self love. All right? All right? We've got to love ourselves first. What does RuPaul say? By the way, is anyone watching the new season of RuPaul's Drag Race season 14? I kind of want to review it, but that's not, I don't do reviews on my channel, so I'm like, people would be like, what is he doing on his channel? So I'm trying to find like, I don't know if my audience really watches it, but if you watch it, like, it's a really good season so far. But anyways, it's about mental health is huge, exactly. Kalani says, so too expensive. Yes, you're my PPK. What does that mean? I'm 47 years old, so trying to be pretty. Yes. I love you for even talking to us. Oh, yes. Yeah. Carrie says, I love RuPaul. I know, I love RuPaul too. But what does RuPaul say? Thank you, Carrie, for bringing it back to RuPaul. What does RuPaul say, though? He says, how can you love someone? You've got to love yourself before you can love someone else. Or how in the hell are you going to love somebody else when you can't love yourself? Something like that. Like, that needs to be the motto. I don't care if you're in a relationship or not. I don't care what your situation is. Like, I don't care if you are, committed to being alone for the rest of your life. Love yourself. All right? Gabriel says, Kalani, this may sound weird, but start talking to yourself in the mirror. Yes! Oh my god, that is like one of the best things to do when it comes to self-love, is to talk yourself into the mirror, talk to yourself in the mirror, look yourself in the eyes, cry if you have to. I've done that, child, before. Cried in the mirror, laughed, look yourself in the mirror. Have a relationship with yourself. It's about your relationship with yourself. Hey, honey, tell yourself how beautiful you are. It will have effects, yes. Exactly, I love that. Ken HZ says, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? Can I get an amen? Yes, amen, exactly. Love yourself enough to take care of yourself, right? And by the way, go to the gym, people. Get out. I just got back from the gym, actually. And even if you have to walk around the neighborhood, even if it's just walking the dog, getting out of the house, because I know we're still stuck in the house. If you're sick, you should still be, quarantining, all right? But get some fresh air, open the windows. My window's open, right here, all right? It's okay, outside is okay. Nature's good, fresh air is good. It's all good, right? We need this for our mental health, our emotional health, our spiritual health. Remember, we come from Earth. We can't be stuck inside forever, but that doesn't mean go to Coachella, and don't wear your mask. That's not what I'm saying, okay? Wear your mask. Okay, Abyssinian says, this year my main focus will be my skin. Yes, I always struggled with acne, and I still do, but it's been slowly but surely clearing up. That's good. I'm trying to think of what skin tips I have. Honestly, I don't know. Black soap. I've never really had acne issues. I do have eczema, though. I actually just had a flare-up on my neck, but that usually happens when the seasons change. But it's gone down a lot now. I don't know. I just use black soap and I moisturize, Lately, I have to be honest, I haven't been as consistent with moisturizing, but, I've been getting better, and right now I'm using cocoa butter, so find a good moisturizer and a good soap. Oh, and I take multivitamins, too. That may have an effect, in biotin, so. Gabriel says, people will actually see you as more beautiful if you see yourself as more beautiful. Exactly. Hugger Tree, I'm serious. Yes. EM says, hey EM. I took the stairs uphill instead of the elevator, 132 steps. Even though it's been a long day and my feet hurt, felt so good after. Yes, I love that. No pain, no gain. Also, thank you for being a member of my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are liking the content, the part 2s I've been posting. I'm trying to get more interactive with my channel, more like, 2022, I want to change it up a little bit. Like, I like what I'm doing now, but I want to, have, I don't know, I need a new formula. I'm very formulaic, if you couldn't tell, But I feel like I need something new in 2022. That could be a song. Don't steal my idea. Laszlo says, would you be able to do a video about what attack on Titan character are you according to your zodiac sign, or maybe a Dragon Ball one? Sure, I've never watched those shows, but give me some time to do research, and I will. I was never a Dragon Ball Z character or type. I watched. Oh wait, is Attack of the Titan the same as Teen Titans? I don't think it's the same, is it? So there's a really good soap, black soap. That's what I use, black soap. Black soap is the only soap I use on my skin, and it's good for eczema. It's good for acne. I mean, I like I said, I don't really have acne issues. If anything, like sometimes I'll get it on my beard line, but I have to use um, witch hazel or rubbing alcohol for my beard to disinfect it. And I don't use the little like cheap plastic clippers. I use actual like shaving. My one thing my granddad taught me was the best gift he ever gave me because I was a teenager like cutting up my face with the little cheap razors. He gave me an electric razor when I was like maybe like I don't know in high school, 15, 16. Child, I never looked back. But you do have to have a good electric razor, all right? It pays to spend on a quality electric razor. Your ears hurt? That's interesting. Have you tried benzoyl peroxide, panoxyl? It's the best for acne. I've never heard of that. Abyssinian says, "Thank you guys. I've been mainly having problems with dark spots since it still makes my skin look like acne." Is black soap charcoal based? No, it's actually. I love Teen Titans too. Black soap is actually made from plain. It's all natural. It's made from plantain leaves. Maybe they use a little bit of charcoal, but it's the main base is plantain leaves and like maybe like a few other ingredients, depending on where you buy it from. On Titan and Teen Titans are different shows. That's what I thought. I recently bought Manscaped. You bought the shaver? Because I know they have Manscaped has shavers. Shavers. Oh, there's 22 people in the room. Hold on. Okay. Laszlo says something interesting that I wanted to ask. I assume that when it comes to a Capricorn man and Taurus woman expecting their first child, how do you see that going on? Yes, the lawnmower. Yes, and how's that going, Sarah? Do you like it? The Capricorn man and Taurus woman, when it comes to the first child, okay, the first child. The Capricorn is probably going to be worried about providing, like, making sure the child we have enough Pampers, making sure we have enough this before they're born. Like, the Capricorn may be the, like, really anxious one. Um, may spend more time out of the house if he's really prone to anxiousness. I don't know if that could be a good thing or a bad thing. They may want to spend more time with their friends, get a drink after work, that kind of thing. Like, don't maybe feed too much into it unless you need to feed into it. The Taurus woman enjoy the pregnancy. Definitely will, enjoy the pregnancy. Um, I would say try not to put too much pressure on the Capricorn man to do everything. It is the Capricorn man, right? Okay. Try not to put too much pressure on the Capricorn man to do everything. If you can, maybe up until a point, do certain things yourself, because up until a point, you're not going to be able to do things yourself pregnant. I know seeing from my aunts and mom and, other people pregnant. Maybe get the help from a sister, a aunt. Who is that? A cousin, an aunt. I guess the mix between a cousin and an aunt, but that would be really weird. No judgment. A cousin, an aunt. Like, get help, a little bit outside if you can to maybe take some pressure off of him. Because, Capricorns can be really prone to anxiousness. But you enjoy the pregnancy. Maybe be mindful of what you eat as well, or like what you indulge in. Even I don't know why I get the way you sit. Like I don't know why I picked that up. The way you sit. That's okay, spirit. This isn't a reading. Sarah says yes, the lawnmower. It's okay. Hard to get to the girly bits. But yeah, because I assume it's made for a man. It's called Manscaped. But I mean, if it works, right? Oh, if you find something that works, works. I'm trying to think. The best shaver I have ever found and that I still use is, what is it called? I think it's called the Philip One shave. It's usually in green, and you can just, it's electric and it's wet and dry, so you can use it in the shower while you're in the shower, or dry. And it, you just replace the nozzle or the head, but the heads last a long time, to be honest with you, if you take care of them. So that's the best shaver I've ever found, and I'm still using that today. I have another one, but I don't use that one that much. Hi, Nikia. Thank you, or Nikia. Sarah says I'm a Taurus and I didn't want to share the baby. Gabriella says you better make the Taurus woman lots of tasty meals when preggers. Yes. Yes, I think it's about, with a Capricorn man and a Taurus woman, like making each other feel comfortable. You know? Because you're both going to be a little bit on edge, most likely. You know? But congratulations if you're pregnant, or if someone's pregnant. Another interesting question, a fight between a Taurus and a Cancer. How do you see it going on? Do you see a Taurus having a dominant win over Cancer or not? I talked about this today. Don't underestimate a Cancer. Cancers can be very emotionally stern and strong. Tauruses are just very stern and strong and stubborn in general. But a Cancer can be emotionally stubborn, in general. So they can, Cancer can make a formidable opponent. Kalani says, Leo, Sun, Libra, Moon. I'm also Libra, Moon. What is something for Capricorns to expect in Capricorn season in 2022? I hear good news. Good news, maybe. I hear clean as a whistle. And I'm hearing blessings. Blessings. Depends if the Cancer is in 8th house. Yeah, I don't underestimate a Cancer. Alright, and Cancer is the opposite of Capricorn, so I always say opposites have a lot in common. So if a Capricorn is a formidable opponent, imagine a Cancer. Carrie says, can male Aquarius Venus and female Aries Venus work? Can a male Venus in Aquarius and a female Venus in Aries work? Um. Maybe the Venus in Aries can be a bit controlling, and a Venus in Aquarius is going to. Aquariuses are good at trolling, So, and they have different ways of trolling you. Sometimes you don't know you're being trolled, so. It depends on the other placements as well, though. A Venus in Aries would have to be careful of that controlling factor because Aquariuses are not easily controlled, or, in fact, uncontrollable most of the time. Fam says, how much Capricorn energy am I if I was born the last day of Capricorn, have a Cancer and Moon? You're on the cusp of Capricorn then in Aquarius. Laszlo says, do you agree that Taurus is almost like 4 times more powerful or stronger than Leo in general or not? No, I wouldn't say that. Goodwin says, hi, Goodwin. Laszlo, these questions are wild, right? I'm like, what are these questions, Laszlo? Child, is this an interview, honey? I feel like I need to drink, you guys, but I don't have any wine. And maybe that's a good thing, actually, to be honest with you. But I do feel like I need some, tea or something. Goodwin says, or Godwin, can a Capricorn and Sagittarius work? Yes. The good thing with these two is that they both like their freedom, but too much distance can be a bad thing. So, Kaylani says, so much to do with this Capricorn rising 2022. Are you saying you're a Capricorn rising, Kaylani? Cap and Sag are besties. Yeah, Capricorn and Sagittarius do make good friends. Oh, child, look at my fro. I actually need to wash it because I took a spiritual bath earlier. There was a little bit of heat damage from straightening my hair so much, so I did have to trim a little bit off of the top, but it actually looks really healthy. Gabriel says, I feel like Sag always falls in love with me and I don't feel the same though, sadly. Are you a Capricorn? I don't know. I like Sagittarius. I don't they make good friends for me. But I'm a Sagittarius cusp. I'm born December 27th. So I'm a Sagittarius cusp. I'm also Mars and Mercury in Sag, which is why I talk really fast and I'm a little bit clumsy. But don't underestimate me. Fam says I'm a Capricorn in Sag. Always hurt my feelings. Is it because my Cancer moon? Probably. Sagittarius can be very blunt. But it's interesting because I guess because your Capricorn and Cancer moon are in opposition. So maybe that's why you can be extra sensitive. Because then it becomes, oh man, was that about me? Do they really think, do they really feel that way about me? You know, you probably think really deep about it. Lazo says, I assume that when it comes to leaving feelings or bonds behind in order to do what is right, even if it means terminating someone they love, Capricorn is most likely to do that, right? Yes. Absolutely. Gabriel says, yeah, I'm a Capricorn sun, Cancer moon. The Sag are always so supportive to me. The Sag are always so supportive to me, but I feel bad because they always have wanted more. I mean, every Sagittarius is different. I'm such a Capricorn rising, I kind of hate it. Yeah, why do you hate being a Capricorn rising? All these Capricorn questions, you guys. They're all coming from so many different perspectives. I'm like, what is going on? Everyone has a whole different situation going on, child. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and talk about Capricorn season. If you guys do want a reading, by the way, I am available for personal readings on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Remember, I do mediumship readings. If you want to connect to your ancestors and spirit guides, I do past life readings. If you want to connect to your past lives or learn about your past lives, of course, I do psychic tarot readings. I had my tarot deck, but I think I put them away somewhere. I do birth chart readings as well if you want to learn about your sun, moon, and rising, as well as compatibility birth chart readings, and I do candles and so much more. Lamar, Gabriel, are you a guy or a girl? Because I can't even, like, Lamar, what's rising and moon are you, bruv? The bruv makes you sound like a guy, but also, I don't know. I am a Libra, I'm a Capricorn sun. I'm a Capricorn sun, Libra moon, and a Virgo rising. I'm a Capricorn. Why are all my friends Libras? I love Libras, but that's because I'm a Libra moon. I love Libras. Libras make the best friends. They're so fun. They're so funny. I'm especially partial to Libra moons. I think Justin Bieber is a Libra moon, and Ariana Grande is also a Libra moon, and Charlie XCX is also a Libra moon. I think. Don't quote me on that. They're all very creative though, but I'm also super creative too. I'm a Capricorn also. My birthday was on the 9th January. Okay, yes, happy birthday. That was literally yesterday. Happy birthday. Libras are like air Scorpios, that's why. Yeah, we are. Libras are like air Scorpios. That makes sense actually, because I'm like, emotionally I can feel very deeply, but I'm like, wait, I'm a Libra. Like, why am I so sensitive? Like, so that makes sense. Libra moons, like we can like what really gets us is like art, like like really moving art, like is like or like music for example, is one way to get us to cry. Fam says that is fam, right? My bestie is a Libra, sun and moon, and we have no compatibility technically, really. And you're a what again? My birthday was on the 1st. Oh, happy birthday, Goodwin or Godwin. What'd you guys do for your birthday? I went out to dinner with a friend and I went to the gym. I'm trying to think if I bought myself something nice. I feel like I bought myself something, but I forgot what it was. It was something practical. I don't remember what it was though. I feel like it was a pot or something. Like, you guys know I love cooking. So, I don't know. But yeah, I just turned 30 on the 27th, so I actually enjoyed my 30th birthday. But I have noticed since turning 30 that there's like a stark difference I don't know. It's like I've suddenly become serious about a lot of things. A lot of things don't, like, I just don't resonate with. And I'm glad to be out of my 20s. Did you guys watch my video where I talked about, like, the things I learned in my 20s now that I'm in my 30s? My birthday was on the 1st. Mine's is January 16th. Happy soon-to-be birthday, Infinity Natural Mystic 1111. That's the same day as Aaliyah's birthday and my cousin's birthday as well. So, Gabrielle says, I'm here for the both. Thank you, Kay. Gabrielle says, I only worked and worked out for my birthday. That's such a Capricorn. Are you a Capricorn? Or a Virgo? And I'm about to buy myself a lots of clothes and jewelry. Yes. I made this, by the way, this jewelry. But I was really into buying jewelry for a while, but I cut back. And I'm glad I did. But I was never like, I don't know, like, so if you want to get nice jewelry for an affordable price, check eBay. I hear Poshmark is good. Sometimes you can find really good stuff at thrift stores. All right. How are you feeling after during your Saturn return? Your birthday is the 20th. Happy early birthday, fam. How am I feeling after and during my Saturn return? Lately I've been having this really random bouts of anxiety about things that, like, I shouldn't even be worrying about, like my teeth. Um, but I think it's once again me entering my 30s. There is some spiritual energy shifting happening going on as well right now. And I think it's also me, maybe spirit alerting me, now it's time to really focus on your health. It's like you're not 20 anymore, you're not 25. These are things you should be paying attention to, right? So, but I feel really mature, more mature at the same time now that I'm 30 and in my Saturn return. I'm excited about the future, but I'm excited for the future practically because it's like now I feel way more stable than I ever have in my life in terms of me being on my own. I've been on my own, I would say, for what, like 4 or 5 years now. So I don't know, I'm feeling good things. Like I'm feeling good things, but I'm also like a little bit nervous. But it's just the start of the year, so hi JS, what is the topic of discussion? The topic of discussion is Capricorn season, but we're just kind of chatting right now. Let me catch up with the comments, honey. Like I saw recently a manga where a girl up and decides to end the life of a person she loved the most who saved her in order to save the world. That might be a Capricorn thing, right? I don't know if that's a Capricorn thing, honey. And what manga is that, by the way? Um, I'm saving to buy gold for your birthday. Ooh, that sounds really luxurious. How old are you going to be, if you don't mind me asking? 30, very much giving, neutering, and preserving. Thank you, Kay, right? And also, like, I was never really promiscuous to begin with, but I really don't want to be promiscuous in my 30s. Now that I'm 30, I'm like, I don't know where your mouth has been, where your this or that has been, girl. Like, I know where mines have been. And they've been locked away in key for my future man, right? That's how I feel at 30. Hi, Diana. Hi, Satoya. I'm turning 22. As a Capricorn, I very much like as I age, I get younger. Yeah. And allow myself to feel more playful. I know that's a Cap thing. I feel like I get younger as I get older too. Someone said they consider me a Generation Z, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I'm a millennial, but I could see that. I think a lot of people lump me in with being young. I think I look young, obviously, but I don't know. I'm like, do I act young, or is it just me looking young? I don't know. But we do age as we get back, or we do age backwards. I mean, you're 40, 40, but look 30. You better get that gold, honey. Yes. Hi, 10-9. Life with Blonde. Love you, Lamarr. 30 is fun. I just turned 32. Thank you, Life with Brooke. Oh, I thought it said Life with Blonde. Life with Brooke. Thank you, Life with Brooke. Congratulations on being 32. That's a 5. Well, that's breaks down to the number 5. So this may be your year of being open to new things, maybe healing some things from your childhood, all right? Maybe full circle moments connected to childhood. That's a good year. Um, it's like 23 but backwards or forwards. Kalani says, okay, so I have a lawsuit with Amazon. It's a big deal. Really? Child? I know you're acting like 30 years old, but 30 is still very young. I know. I know. I think in the gay world, like 30 is old. But who cares about the gay world, all right? Like, I'm gay and fabulous, you know? Nicole says hello. Well, actually, I don't know. You're right. Like, the gay world has this, like, Peter Pan syndrome going on, you know? So, that's one thing, like, my gays out there know what Grinder is. Like, I don't. Grinder's just not my thing at 30. Like, I don't know if you'll catch me on Grinder past 30, to be honest with you. Um, this is giving me flashback to your YouTube lives, Amar. I know. You have that baby face, that's why. Yeah. I'm 39, but people think I'm around 21. It must. Okay, it's normal. You're turning 29 on the 30th. How do you feel? What does it mean for my love life if I'm a Capricorn Sun, Cancer Moon, and Sag Venus? You have a lot going on with that Capricorn Sun and Cancer Moon. And you have a lot going on, period. You crave different things, but ultimately you need freedom in your love life. A partner who also brings you that freedom, excitement, adventure. Lazo says the girl in oh my god, Lazo. The girl in the end decided to fulfill her duty and do what was right in order to save the world, which was deciding the end of her lover, like pulling her duty out of her love. Is that Capricorn? It just I don't know if that applies to real world life. Do you get what I'm saying? We need a name for our Lamarr Townsend tarot gang. I know, right? Someone made a good name, but I forgot what it was. My friend Jose. I forgot Martians. I think you said Lamar's an old soul and classy. Yes, thank you. Eric says, "Hey Lamar, hey Eric, I love your channel. Thank you. Capricorn season. My birthday just passed on December 30th. I'm ready to set goals and accomplish them. Yes, Eric, and happy birthday." Laszlo, is this a book, right, Laszlo? My goodness. Hi, Tiggy. JS says, "Do I need to get my birth time to get a full astrology chart?" It helps to have your birth time, but you don't need your birth time. You can get a full astrology chart without your birth time. There may be just certain things you may not be able to see. You may not be able to see your rising or your rising sign or your houses, but your other planets are will be trackable. Yes, your moon, Mars, Sun, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, all those planets, you'll be able to get. Hi from the UK. Thank you. I love the UK, by the way. That's one place I want to visit. I just got into RuPaul's Drag Race UK too. Congratulations to Crystal. What's her name? Crystal Versace. Child's about to call her Crystal Method. I'm a Capricorn Sun and Libra Moon and Jupiter and Scorpio. Yes. Same here. Capricorn Sun and Libra Moon. You're turning 33 on January 9th? Ooh, that's a lot of sixes, threes, and nines. I'm looking for a place. Wish me luck. I feel like giving up on looking for a place. Definitely don't give up. Please, I need words of encouragement. Lamar, you are right. Capricorn age backwards. We are fine wine. Life with Brooke. Keep looking and pray on it. Put spiritual energy behind it. That's one thing with Capricorns. We're very practical people. Especially if you have, I think, Neptune and Capricorn. Very practical, but, can fall on the wayside sometimes with the spiritual aspect. So get your home girl, right? Put some, put some spiritual energy behind it. Call in your ancestors, your spirit guides. Pray. Prayer changes things. Sometimes you don't even need to light a candle. All right? Just pray. What does it mean every time I get a chakra bracelet it breaks? Does this mean anything or am I just damn clumsy? It might mean a little bit you're clumsy. Just saying. But if it keeps breaking, maybe it's time to up the ante. Maybe that's what Spirit is saying. You don't need this anymore. You need something stronger, right? Tiggy says, I would love to buy my chart and understand myself better. Yes. If you guys want a chart reading, check out my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. I am available for readings as well. I know a couple of you bought readings today, so I'm going to get started on those maybe later tonight, but most likely definitely tomorrow. All right. Guillaume says, good luck, Brooke. You'll find the right place and the right time. Exactly. I'm a Scorpio. Laszlo says, even though I'm a Capricorn, I tend to have very big rage issues, and I'm a very nervous and anxious person that can get exalted very easily. I guess I'm more like a fire sign in my personality. Yeah, maybe you have a lot of fire in your chart, Laszlo. Maybe fire can bring on anxiety, a lot of fire. That's why fire needs like a sense of direction. You have to have somewhere to put that energy. For me, I have my Mars in Sagittarius, I have my Mercury in Sagittarius. I'm a, December Capricorn, so I have a lot of fire. A lot of times I come across this fire. So, that's why I'm a busybody too. So I like to go to the gym a lot. That's one thing I'll do every day is I'll go to the gym. I kind of like to stick to a routine, but that could be my Virgo rising as well as my Jupiter in Virgo. So that's what I would recommend for you, Laszlo. Like maybe get that rage in the gym. When I was younger, I used to have anger issues, but my mom put me in management classes. All right, so we've gotten better, a lot better, as you can see. So that takes me back to did you guys ever have pets where you had to take them to classes? I used to have a dog, Uno, who passed away a couple years ago. Rest in peace, Uno. We miss you. Well, I remember when he was a puppy, he was so bad, y'all. We had to take him to puppy school. Oh my God. 10-9 says, what state are you in? I'm in Virginia. Fam says, I'm a Capricorn Sun, Cancer Moon, and it literally takes me so long to get over stuff. Like, I anxiously dwell on stuff. Same here. I think it's probably a Capricorn thing, but I think it also is like, it's that like Capricorn Cancer opposition. Like, you just need to get it out. I'm sorry, the comments are going so fast now. What sun sign would you like to marry? Me? I'm not sure. I never thought about that. That's a good question. What about you, Diana? What sun sign would you like to marry? Tiggy says, how much are your charts and readings approximately? My chart readings are $120. They are, and it depends on which one you buy. But the full birth chart readings, personal ones, and just for you, they're 120 for an hour, and I read all your placements, your sun, your moon, all your placements. If you have your time in your place that you were born, I'll get into your houses, your aspects. It's really in depth. That's why it's an hour. A lot of times, to be honest, it'll go over an hour. Sometimes I'm really on it that day, and it'll be like 45 minutes. I'll get through everything. So, you know, but it's in depth. Nonetheless. Gabrielle says you gotta meditate, fam. Gotta heal your past emotions so your mind to be aligned with your heart and practice focusing on the moment. That's yes, Gabrielle. And one thing I can recommend as well is spiritual baths. Pour some sea salt or some Epsom salt in a warm bath. All right. Maybe put some other herbs if you would like into it, and relax, honey. Pray. I can't imagine you having anger problems. I know, right, Indigo? Very calm, Lamarr. Thank you, Kay. You look Ethiopian, Lola says. I feel like I've heard that before, that I look Ethiopian. Thank you. Or like, is Ethiopian East African? Or North African? I did a DNA test, but forgot. I forgot. I think most of it is Benin, I think. I'm not sure. When it comes to the four horsemen of the, oh my God, when it comes to the four, Laszlo is a trip, y'all. When it comes to the four horsemen of the apocalypse, death, conquest, famine, and war, which one would be the Capricorn of the four? Out of the four, apocalypse, death, conquest, famine, and war, probably famine and war. Me, I'll take any sign I can get except Gemini, no shade. Who, Diana? I mean, I don't know. There's some cute guys I know that are Gemini, so I would say that, but they might be watching, honey. I've learned that they might be watching, okay? Tiggy says, unfortunately, I don't know the time I was born, but I'd really like to find out as much as possible. Count me in for the chart reading. As soon as the live is finished, I will purchase. Okay, yes, Tiggy, that sounds so fun. Okay. Yeah, and the time, doesn't matter. If you know the place you were born, that helps, so don't think just because you don't know the time, the place doesn't matter. All right, but even if you just know, I've had readings where people just send me the month, the day, and the year that they were born, and you still get a full 1 hour birth chart reading. Do you not? Let me know in the comments if you've gotten a reading from me before. Oh, it's East African. Okay, yeah, I've heard, but I've been asked before if I'm East African. Yeah. What are your favorite specific aspects in your natal charts? Which aspect is common in your chart, like square, opposition, trine, sextiles? What's my favorite placement? I kind of like my Sagittarius placements. I like my Mars and Mercury, to be honest. And I do like my Virgo placements because they do keep me grounded. I do think they give me a little bit of anxiousness sometimes, though. But I really like my Sag placements, actually. And my Capricorn placements. I love my fifth house. My fifth house is all Capricorn. I don't know if, I mean, I have a 5 planet conjunction in Capricorn in my fifth house. That's what I mean. You can't get enough of Geminis. I have a Gemini mom and aunt. I love Geminis. I have a Gemini brother. I kind of love Geminis, to be honest. But dating them, ooh, ciao. I love y'all. Okay, but do you have a recommendation for a DIY past life regression? Meditation, um, and asking for symbol signs. One thing also is, what are you drawn towards? You know, naturally drawn towards. As you guys know, I'm very drawn towards Egyptian culture and pantheon and, you know, things of that nature and the gods and goddesses. And I know a lot about Egyptian culture. I'm connected to Cleopatra. So I do believe I had a past life in Cleopatra, probably with Cleopatra. No, actually, I know for a fact, if you've been on Patreon, all right, if you're a Patreon member, that I had a past life with Cleopatra. But I do feel connected in terms of my past life to ancient Egypt. All right. I do past life readings, by the way, too. Um, what are you guys talking about? I've gotten a few readings from you. See, Indigo. All I know is I'm a Scorpio sun. However, my daughter's watching, hence why I'm watching. Aw. Hi, daughter. For past life stuff, ask your guides and be ready for facing things you need to heal to. Right. Try being married to one. A Gemini? Ooh, child. They'll keep you on your toes. A Gemini will definitely keep you on your toes. Diana says, Gabriel, I wish I could vibe with him, but I haven't had much luck. Geminis? Maybe it's my Libra moon. I get along really well with Geminis. And I just get them. But maybe it could also be my Sagittarius too, because they're opposites. So, your daughter's Capricorn not watching. Oh, okay. When it comes to the X-Men, oh my god. Laszlo, Lord have mercy. When it comes to the X-Men, who is Capricorn of them? I don't even know the X-Men. Magneto, Professor X, Wolverine, Cyclops. Or which one do you think they are Capricorn? I don't really know a lot about these people, to be honest. Wolverine sounds more like a Sagittarius. Magneto doesn't sound like a Capricorn just from the name. I would say it's between Professor X and Cyclops just from the names alone. Professor X sounds more Virgo-ish or something, so I'm gonna go with Cyclops. Is that the right answer? Capricorn, Letitia says Capricorn, Sun, Sagittarius, Cancer, Sun, Sagittarius, Moon. Professor X, maybe. Yeah, because I'm feeling it's between Professor X and what's the other one? Cyclops. Indigo says, yes, Gemini. 1 minute he's blowing up at me, and then 2 minutes later, why won't you hug me, kiss me? That's a Gemini. Lamarr, where's your son? He's over there relaxing, Fonzie. Lamarr, you have a son. Not a real son, a cat son. I have a cat. Look at Diana starting rumors. Child. No, I have a cat who is like my son. If you have pets, you know, especially cats, you know, they're like children, basically. I would like a son one day, an actual human son one day, you know, or daughter, or a son and a daughter. I think I would ultimately like, and child. Ooh, this is gonna be a lot, but ultimately, I think I would like 3 or 4 children, like human children, not cat dog children. But I'm not even mentally there. I can't even imagine one, let alone 4 or 3. Lord. Um, I'm a Leo. My cat pushed me away because he's depressed. I had to leave for my own sanity. He's Capricorn, Sun, Sag, Moon. Yeah, you don't you don't want to be pulled into someone's depression. You know, that can be a lot to deal with. So maybe he actually did you a favor. Ultimately, all right. Maybe I like Gemini so much because my sun is opposite moon and I get their duality so much. It could be that. I find that, like, I kind of feel the same way about Cancers, but I don't always vibe with Cancers. Maybe because I don't have a lot of Cancer in my chart. Now I feel stupid. No, it's okay. Capricorn here just started dating a Sagittarius man. I would say be open with a Sagittarius man. Um, be open to fun. Capricorns, we can be very serious, so you're gonna have to learn to have a sense of humor. Sagittariuses don't take themselves seriously all the time. They don't always take things seriously or life seriously, but that's kind of the beauty of them, is that they teach you don't take yourself or life so seriously. It's okay to laugh at people. It's okay to laugh at yourself. All right. It's okay to laugh at life. Because life, if you think about it, is, well, it's what you make of it, I guess. Tiggy says, how did your journey start with all the astrology and charts, etc.? Would love to know how it started. So I really started, I think I was always into astrology. I think they taught us, I remember doing some sort of class in like middle school, and they taught us our zodiac signs and stuff like that. So I've kind of always been into astrology. But it wasn't until later in life that I got into like psychic readings and tarot. I think I've always been psychic. I've always been a dreamer. I remember having very vivid dreams. I remember just being able to tell when certain things were going to happen. But once I graduated college, that scary time in between graduating, it's like your senior year, you're about to graduate, you're going on job interviews, you're getting told no after no or not getting no answer. And I was looking at horoscope readings on YouTube, and I just started posting my own horoscope readings on YouTube, and people started watching. So I was like, oh, people are watching, I'm going to post more. And then I grew it into, a channel and a business. But as I grew, I also educated myself more and more. Um, and that's how I'm self-taught. So, I've never really taken an astrology class, or I've never really had an astrology mentor. I guess you could say I've had psychic mentors. I taught myself how to read tarot. I've never taken a tarot class, so I'm very much self-taught. Um, that's my journey in a nutshell. Yes, lighten up with Sagittarius is for sure. How long have I been on here? Child, I've been on here for about an hour. At the latest, I'll be on here for an hour and 30 minutes until my camera dies. All right, you guys. Letitious or Indigo says, how does one keep a Gemini man calm and collected and from driving you crazy? He's a Gemini and you're a Pisces. You can't feed into their craziness, so to speak. Geminis can be very here, there. 1 minute they're up, 1 minute they're down, and you just kind of sometimes have to be a calming force for them. Because you don't want to rock the boat further. Pisces can be good at rocking the boat a bit. Rock the boat, rock the boat, rock the boat, rock the boat. We're getting so just definitely pay attention to that. Can you do a Cleopatra video soon? You know what, 10-9? Actually, I was thinking about that the other day, and I'm glad you said that, because I was thinking I need to do a Cleopatra video soon. So thank you for reminding me. Sagittarius Sun here says, totally agree about humor, but honesty is key. Honesty is key. That is, yes, that's a good point. Honesty is key with a Sagittarius. Need the freedom to choose my path and know that my partner is secure enough to not freak out if I need alone time. Exactly. And with a Capricorn, like Capricorn's like alone time too, but it can be an interesting fine line and medium with these two. But you just have to learn each other. But I can't speak for all Sagittarius since my moon and Venus are in Capricorn. So I'm very traditional too. Yes, Capricorns are very traditional. Thank you for sharing your time with us and answering questions. You're welcome. Can you see death in a chart? Yes. Not necessarily the time. I mean, if you're a really good astrologer, you can, I guess, see the time and all that. But you can maybe see things you should watch out for, in a chart. Why do I hate Leos? I'm a Capricorn Sun, Cancer Moon, Taurus rising. I'm not sure. What other placements do you have? You may have some Aquarius in there, maybe. I'm a Libra and I'm in love with a cat, but we only cuddle and work on projects together and can't seem to move forward. You've got a Libra. As a Libra, you have to maybe be a bit more forward. Like, I'm Libra and I'm a Libra moon, so Libra's good at letting others lead, but sometimes you gotta have to take the lead. All right. Sometimes I imagine when it comes to a Capricorn man, Laszlo, okay, and a Taurus woman, I imagine the scene of the beach where the Taurus lady will be watching him and only him while looking so extremely irresistible. Do you write books, Laszlo? Abyssinian says, how long have you been doing astrology? I've been doing astrology for as long as I've been doing tarot professionally. So I've been doing tarot professionally since 2015. So this would be now 7 years. Wow. I've been doing astrology and tarot and psychic readings for 7 years now. When you read charts for people, do your psychic abilities tend to tell you other things? Absolutely. About a person's chart that might not be there? Hope this makes sense. Yes, absolutely it does. I love Leo men roar. I do love Leo men too. Leo men are very fine. Lamarr reads period poo. Yes, Kate, thank you. You're an Aquarius cusp Mercury. That's probably why. Alright. Leo and Aquarius are polar opposites. So I was like, when you said you hate Leos, that sounds like some oppositional energy, honey. Okay. DM said, Fraser says, true tea, Lamarr. True, Lamarr. I always tell you, but your eyes are my favorite. Oh, thank you, Indigo Baby. You guys always say that. I don't know why. Also, I had this one client, and I wish I can't remember this client's name, but every time this client gets a reading from me, they're always like, "Why are you not wearing your eye makeup? Like, oh, like I want you to wear your eye makeup." So that just reminded me of that. Like your Cleopatra eyes. Why don't you wear them anymore? I love those. She's so funny. Happy belated birthday, fellow Capricorn. Thank you, Mrs. Kimberlite. Kimberlite, I like that name. This was fun, you guys. I miss being live. Diana says, yes, Lamar has kind, dreamy eyes. Thank you. Do you recommend any other informative YouTube creators? Child 109. You know who I really like? I like Leo the King. Is that his name? Leo the King. What happened to the eyes? What eye? Oh yeah, the Cleopatra eyes. I know. I've been slacking on it. I know I've been slacking on that. I do like. I'm gonna bring it back. I know you guys missed it. I do like Leo the King or whatever his name is. I don't know. He does astrology, but he also does music. During the moon cycles, he does his DJ thing. So I really like him. I love watching his DJ sets while I'm like cleaning around the house and stuff like that. Um, who do I watch now? I don't really. I like Truth Tarot. I like Truth Tarot. I don't know her real name. That's really all I watch these days. And I'm not really friends with a lot of like psychics or tarot readers as much as I used to be. Like I'm friendly with Tracy Brown, still. Like I'm, still friends with her, but I'm not really like. I've really been keeping to myself. You're loyal to Tracy Bean, and that's why I love you too. Yes, I love Tracy. Yeah, I still am close to Tracy, but outside of that, I'm not really close to anyone else. I hate Leos, but also I'm a Leo North Node, which is the only Leo in my chart. Also, thanks for answering your question. You're welcome. You're a Leo North Node, so part of your purpose in this lifetime is to do things for self, fulfill your fantasies. Okay, that means in your past life you were very much had strong Aquarius energy, most likely. Yes, you should go live more often, Lord. I know I should go live more often. I don't even remember the last time I was live. Okay, Laszlo says, because of the fact that I still don't know the hour I was born, I assume you would be able to see or guess my moon and ascendant even without the important data. Um, Maybe not your ascendant, but your moon, yes. All right. The ascendant is connected to the time you were born and the place you were born. All right, especially the time. EM says I really like La Divination and just listen tarot, so accurate and they don't hold back. Okay, I'll keep my eye on them. I feel like I've seen La Divination before. Excuse me, my allergies. But I'll look out for them. Hate on Leo? Oh no, Leo is king queen. Indigo says, what does it mean when you find a white feather with a gray tip? I always feel like feathers are messages from spirits or spirit guides. Actually, sometimes I'll keep them. I'll put them on my altars, but like disinfect them though. I keep feathers on my porch like this. There's rarely birds by my apartment, and their feathers are brown or black. See, that's probably spirit. Can you explain how or why tarot works? First of all, it's spirit. All right, it's a form of spiritual communication, communicating with the divine. Um, it really depends on one's connection to spirit, and how they read tarot depends on the accuracy of, and I do classes on this of a reading. So y'all know a little bit of my spiritual team. Y'all know, I'm very, of course, connected to my ancestors, Cleopatra, blah blah blah. But there's other spiritual guides and angels and ancestors and deities I work with as well who help with the cards. But the way I read the cards, the structure I read the cards is important. It's the way I read the cards. It's not just for no reason, right? So it really depends on it's a spiritual connection. It's not like the messages are coming from thin air. They're coming from spirit. Could you mean to move energies like purification or cleansing in the home? It's spirit. End of story. Exactly. It's spirit. Could mean to move energies like purification or cleansing in the home. Oh, you mean the feather? Yes, yes, yes. Hello from Myanmar. I've been watching your videos. Most of them are 4 years ago. Don't know why they show up on my news feed. I'm Cappy with Venus and Pisces. Hi Zen Min Hyatt. Hi Hyatt, I think. Thank you. I know YouTube loves pushing my old videos, honey. And I'm like, child, YouTube, I've grown since then. I done moved to a whole new space, honey. But if people watch it, I love it, honey. Okay? So, thank you for watching. Diana says, Lamarr, can one change what tarot is telling you will happen soon as, such as who you'll marry? Yeah, nothing set in stone. Yeah. Giving much bow on my head, and that's that. Y'all love this bow, honey. This bow. This is like actually it's tied together. It's something I tied together. I don't want to untie it because it's like I love the way it looks now. But yeah, I just tied this. Child, I should start selling these because you guys love these. I made this myself. You guys know that, right? I sewed this myself. I cut the fabric. Yeah, I made this bow myself. So I would love it that y'all love the bow, honey. Most of the bows you see on my head, not the scarves, all right. Especially the Coach ones and the Ralph Lauren one that y'all think is Gucci or someone thought was Gucci. Um, that was really cute. Except for those, I make all my scarves. I make all my bows. Y'all know I love making stuff. I don't know why I'm not on RuPaul's Drag Race. I low key like can see myself one day on RuPaul's Drag Race just because I love sewing. I low key love makeup. The only thing I'm not is a drag queen. I mean, but I have some drag queen names. Okay, so, but I'm not gonna say them yet. I heard the 10-9 says I heard the other day you leave your body before physical death, so you don't feel pain if it's a tragic, torturous death. Only feel it if you stay alive. Is this always true? I could see that being true. But I think that also is spirit. How are you leaving your body? It's usually a spirit guide, an angel, an ancestor who comes to visit, and help you and lift you up out of the body, right? So, I think the stronger you are in spirit before passing, the more spiritual your passing will be. How about that? And I don't mean how about that as a, like rude 10-9. I'm just saying how about that? Like it's just like a period. Yes, give. Indigo says, you are rocking that bow. I tried one store-bought, but it was too small for my giant melon. Yes, that's why I like making my own, because especially as my hair grows, I'm like, my hair is going to get bigger and bigger, so I need something long. Diana says, yeah, it's so cute. I really like your style. You've been looking really cute in your videos. Thank you. Go ahead and sage that home, cleanse the energies, abundance too. Thank you, Kay. That would be dope if you were on there. RuPaul's Drag Race? Yes, but Yes, I want to see you on TV. Yes. If I go on RuPaul's Drag Race, though, I'm going to win. That's why I'm like, if I ever go on that show, I have to I have to be polished somewhat, you know. Not even somewhat, I have to be polished. Like I want to win. Either no, I'm not even going to say that. No. No. I was about to say rude, yeah. Um so RuPaul's Drag Race, be the best woman win. I cannot believe I've been on here for an hour and 5 minutes, you guys. I think we're gonna have our last closing words. This was a great talk in Capricorn season chat. Um, I don't know what exciting things are you guys looking forward to when it comes to Capricorn season. Create your own show. I could. Abyssinian says, now that you're saying that, 10-9, I remember seeing a video of a monk setting himself on fire and meditated the whole way through it without experiencing pain whatsoever. Um, wow, I don't know if I would ever do that. That's a lot. Maurice says, like everything else, Drag Race is rigged too. I know, Maurice. That's why I'm like, oh, you know. Well, I don't know how much it would go in my favor, you know. Kay says, what did you eat for dinner since you're fixing plates? Since you're fixing plates. You know, I haven't eaten anything today actually, and I haven't been that hungry. Um, I haven't eaten anything today. I still have some leftover shabu shabu. If you guys saw my community post, I made some Japanese shabu shabu, and I have a lot of that left over, so I'm probably gonna have some of that for dinner. That's gonna be really good. Lamar, do you think it's safe to get dental work during Venus retrograde? I would say so. I would be worried about Mercury retrograde, but now that you say that, oh my god, I didn't think about Mercury retrograde. Crap. But I did set the dentist appointment before the retrograde, or is it the shadow? It's the shadow period, right? All right. No, I read cards on it and I saw good things in the cards, but thank you for bringing that to my attention, Diana. All right. I forgot Mercury retrograde is coming up. We're gonna need to talk about Mercury retrograde, you guys, because this is the first one of the year. Zen Men says, I think I'm having lifelong struggle on how to express myself, my whole self. I feel like people don't try to understand me. It's only me trying to understand each individual around me. Maybe it deals with finding your voice, Zen Men. Maybe there's something about the people around you, like maybe when you're around people or certain people or loud personalities, like bold personalities or whatever. It's like your voice gets smaller. Like maybe there's something with that. Like I don't know why I'm picking that up. Like your voice is valid. Your opinion is valid. What you have to say is valid. Your feelings are valid. All right. Girl, I need to get a dental implant. Child. Um, I mean, I don't know. You know, when it comes to doctor stuff, you don't want to play, but when it comes to Mercury retrograde, you don't want to play either. That's a tough call, Diana. If you really need it, you just gotta do what you gotta do, you know, to be honest with you. Like, screw Mercury retrograde, girl. Put on a protection candle, put on your protection jewelry, and go get that dental work, girl. Period. Right? What are some spiritual steps to rid an addiction? That's a good question, 10-9. First of all, you have to look at the root of the addiction. What is causing you to be addicted to what you're addicted to? One thing, to be honest with you guys, I think a lot of you do know this. I used to smoke a lot of weed, but I've cut back a lot. Now, the reason why I've cut back, I guess maybe you could call it an addiction, I'm not sure, is because I'm working through what was causing me to smoke weed in the first place, right? Weed's legal here, blah, blah, blah. This is all alleged for entertainment purposes only, right? So look at the root of the problem. What is causing you to be addicted to whatever you're addicted to? You can be addicted to food, sex, I mean, a lot of things out there. And then it's about finding healthier ways to cope once you find out the root of the issue. All right. One thing for me is I love going to the gym. Like I said, I love being outside, although it's a little bit cold here in Virginia. And maybe finding a support system depending on how bad the addiction is. Get your weed on, you're 30, boo. I know weed isn't that bad. I also do like a glass of wine every now and then, but you do have to moderation is key, right? Um, by the way, for those who do partake in the Mary Janeth, right? Pay attention to what you smoke out of, all right? I was one that really was into like smoking cigars, but child, I have asthma. I'm 30. We don't do that. Now, if you're gonna smoke, out of like that type of stuff, consider papers. Papers are less harsh. Just speaking on the harshness, we are in the virus season, so we really want to make sure our airways, even if we are partaking in Mary Jane, Janeth, and whatever else, right? We really want to make sure our airways, and our lungs and nasal passages are clear. So, I like to smoke out of a bong, right? But I keep my bong clean, all right? For my bongers out there, keep it clean. It doesn't matter if you have a glass one or whatever. Like, keep the dang thing clean. Seriously, all right? So, I don't know why I got on that, but that's important. We're talking about how to better ourselves in 2022. It's Capricorn season. These are things we need to know. We need to, commit to better health, I think, especially in 2022 when we have the virus going on and all these different variations. It's just a lot. All right. Edibles are really good too, Mrs. Kimberly. I love me some edibles for sure. Love them. You need a purified airflow. Get you one safe health all 2021. Exactly. I like to keep my windows open to get fresh air. But I also, and I've told you guys about this, I have an essential oil diffuser. An essential oil diffuser puts water in the air, but a little bit of essential oil too, so it cleanses the air. Those are really good, but air diffusers are good. Open your windows. Air quality is important, seriously. But I've talked about this before too in my the virus videos. Are your relatives psychic? A lot of them, yes, but they don't know it, actually. They don't know they're psychic. And I don't call them psychic because I don't want to, scare them. But I think some of them do know they're psychic. My mom is very psychic. My mom has dreams, like me. I probably get it from her. I would like to believe my dad was probably psychic too, to be honest. Um, Zen Min says, "Thank you, Am. I'm only Cappy in my circle." Oh, you're the only Cappy. You only have two companions. They are Cancer and Pisces. Oh, well, that's sweet. I think for only having, certain companions, I think a Cancer and a Pisces is perfect. And I'm wondering maybe if you have water in your chart as well. That's very cute. Kay says, "You're so funny, Lamarr." Thank you. You're too funny, Lamarr. Diana says, "You did talk about fresh air in one of your readings, Lamarr. I remember that. Yes, fresh air is so important." Where's Fonzie? Fonzie's over there sleeping, I think. What is he doing over there? He's sleeping, I think. Yeah. And his cat, you know how you have the cat, the things they can jump on and scratch? He's sleeping on that. His favorite place to sleep. Um, you guys know you should also be paying attention to your pet's health too. Now, it's hard to brush their teeth every day, but they do have water additives, all right, that you can put in their water. I just got that for Fonzie. Fonzie's 4, or well, he'll be 4 this year, 4 years old. But his breath doesn't really smell bad. He doesn't really have any teeth issues. But since I am an overactive, over anxious cat dad, and probably dad in general, I am like worried about his oral health just as much as mine, and making sure we have proper oral health and good oral health, no cavities, stuff like that. Um, so take care of your dogs and cats' health too, or teeth health and health. I also just got into making bone broth. Do you guys make that? You guys can give that to your pets too. That's really good for them. But make sure when I make bone broth, I literally just make the bones. Sometimes I'll throw maybe some lettuce in or something like that. But if I know I'm gonna feed it to Fonzie, I won't put any salt. I won't put any onions. They're allergic to onions. No garlic. Have a separate one for you and the pets. What does 111 mean to you? Well, 111 breaks down to 3. 3 in numerology is associated with the zodiac signs Sagittarius and Jupiter. So it's about expansion, taking risks, optimism. So when you see 111, it could be something good. Be optimistic. Maybe good news is coming. But 1 in numerology is associated with Leo, the sun. So maybe 111 is speaking of confident, be brave, like be courageous. There's good things coming. Be open, right? But be open and confident, right? And it's interesting that you say that because, that's literally how spirit will speak to you through numbers. Numbers are like a code, just like how how like there's hieroglyphs and Japanese, language, and I don't know what they call the language, but you get what I mean. Like how there's symbols, but we don't, unless we know Japanese or hieroglyphs, we can't read them or understand them. It's not until you understand the meaning behind, the symbols and the this and the that that's like, oh, that's like what the language means. So when I see this symbol, it's like it's literally a language. Numbers are a language. That's how I see it at least. But maybe that's just how my brain works because I've always loved math, to be honest with you. Opening divine guidance, also healing anxiety techniques. I feel like cats don't get the proper health as much as dogs. Get that bone broth youth serum. Exactly. Cats, and I think that's because cats get the the representation, and rightfully so. Where you don't need, they don't need much as dogs. A dog you gotta take out every time they, gotta poop or pee, and stuff like that. Um, Cats, you can kind of, as long as you keep the litter box clean, give them fresh food, but that's not necessarily true. Like they, it can be very needy. But that kind of mentality of they're cats, they don't need anything. Like I think causes us to like not think of their health. And also there's this thing where it's like people think if you feed your pet dry food, that alone will keep their teeth clean, but that's not the case. Remember, part of keeping the teeth clean is why are we talking about teeth so much? I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm like I have this whole thing with teeth lately. Um, Part of keeping your teeth clean is not just keeping your teeth clean. It's your gums, it's your mouth, your tongue, and getting rid of the bacteria. All right, that's what it's about. We have bacteria in our mouth that we need to get rid of. Your cats, your dogs, how maybe your hamsters have bacteria in their mouth they need to get rid of. I don't know. Did you guys used to have hamsters? It was always sad when they died. Little hamsters. I used to have so many hamsters growing up. Can dogs be psychic? Yes, absolutely. Cats can be psychic. All animals can be psychic. Spirit will speak through animals, for sure. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Yes, Mother. I also say Mother, Daughter, Holy Spirit. All right, because we also have to remember the mother's just as important. The daughter's just as important too. Right. 333 breaks down to 9. 3 is Jupiter, expansion. Once again, open-mindedness, optimism. 9 is Mars. So maybe, being open-minded but charging ahead. Wow, I just saw 111 twice while I watch your live. What time is it? Is it 1? Oh, I thought it was 111 in the morning, child. Bastet, can you show your fashions? Do you mean what I'm wearing now? I'm not wearing anything fabulous. I'm wearing an Abercrombie shirt that I love, and some Abercrombie pants. You know, very comfortable. But I've showed you guys my closet before. Maybe we need to do an updated closet tour or something like that. Preserving our legacy. What, the hamster? Well, I don't have a hamster, but when I was young, maybe it was just a 90s thing. I noticed it's not a big of a thing now, but I remember growing up in the 90s as a millennial. Hamsters were like a really big thing. Like, I don't know, or maybe it's just me. Growing up, I always had hamsters. Oh, I don't know. Zen says, Lamarr, where is Mercury fall upon on your birth house? You have excellent communication skills. Oh, thank you. My Mercury's in Sagittarius, and I don't remember what house it's in. I don't remember what house it's in, but my Mercury's in Sagittarius. I love those tongue scrapers. Let me tell you, tongue scrapers are, oh my god, like I cannot be without a tongue scraper, period. And also, oh my god, I feel like I'm giving, did I tell this on Patreon? Wash your toothbrushes, you guys. Every time after I use my toothbrush, I wash it with soap. All right, not actual soap like bar soap, but like antibacterial soap. I wash it, make sure I lather it in soap and then I wash it off. All right. They say replace your toothbrush every 3 months, but you can maybe prolong it by washing it. But also think of like during those 3 months, like if you don't wash it, like what is? I don't even want to think about it, to be honest with you. I remember when you talked about going thrifting. Oh my god, I love going thrifting. And eyeliner to the gods of Egypt, true gods. If the tongue isn't pink, it's a no go. Yes, 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 yes. Keep your tongue clean. That's dirty. Yes. Keep your tongue clean. Keep your toothbrushes clean. But yeah, I haven't been thrifting in a while either. Actually, you know what, you guys? Maybe I need to go in my closet. When's the last time I went in my closet and did this like a thorough deep clean? I want to say it was like maybe 6 months ago, but I don't feel like that would be something I would want to like record or do live. It's just not fun. It's literally me like going in my closet for like 15 minutes at a time and then taking a break, throwing everything I don't want in a bag, meanwhile like watching something on TV. Or something's playing on TV. I think the last time I did that, I was watching like an episode of the like Clueless TV show. So it was like very much not something that would be stream worthy, but maybe the aftermath. Diana says my dad brought over a hamster for me to look after. He stayed with us for a week and went back to his owner. He loved to go on the wheel during random times of the night. Yes, hamsters do that. Do you believe psychic abilities can be developed, or is it for the most part innate? I think both. Both. 10-9. Kay says go into the closet and put together and give. Yes. Yeah, I haven't been in my closet like done a deep. I've just been like kind of throwing on a lot of these like just comfortable things, but um, I do need to go through my closet. All right, you guys. How many people are even on this thing, child? Let's see. 20 people. Okay, so it was like a good consistent 20 people this whole live, at least from what I could see. My cousins has always hamsters. None of them died naturally. Really? Mine always died naturally, and it was always so sad whenever they died. I remember one time my hamster died, and I was sad, and we had a whole funeral. My mom and my little cousin Andrea. If Andrea's out there, do you remember that? Child, we had a whole funeral for the hamster. My cousins always had hamsters. Yeah, I think I just felt a mini earthquake. Really? Don't you? Where do you live, Diana? California? California in the city. I prayed over the dead fish and flushed them down. Oh my god. I remember I only had one fish in my life, and I don't think it lasted a day. And I was like, after that, I'm never getting a fish. I've owned one bird in my life. I think the first pet I ever had was a bird. I named two, because apparently two was the only word I could say at the time. It was very sad when two died, but two lived a little while. I think he was like a parakeet. I miss two. I've had a lot of pets in my life. Yet many earthquake in Cali not worth getting up though. Well, at least you're safe. That's good. I think there's a lot of like weird things. We had a really bad like snowstorm here in Virginia where like a lot of people got stuck on the highway. It was really scary. So there's a lot of been a lot of weird things going on worldwide. That's just like what's going on energetically. My mom never let us have pets, and I'm glad because I got too upset when my BF's family cat died. Can't handle it. Yeah, it's always sad when pets pass away. It's like losing a member of your family. Especially the longer they live with you. Kay says anger issues, Lamarr. Let me find out. I would have never guessed. Child. Someone who's actually heard me angry could see me having angry issues, but I don't get angry very easily. But when I'm really angry, it's pretty bad. My my Mercury in Capricorn, which makes it hard to communicate with others. Mostly, I keep my words inside me. Can't spit them out. A lot of holding back. Basically, I'm worried about if I said bad. Yeah, but I remember you said something about Pisces and I think Cancer friends that you have. I think probably it's that Cancer and Pisces that bring that out of you. Probably that make you feel comfortable enough to open up, right? So, lots of natural disasters, yes. Yeah. Child, make sure y'all are doing your protection candles. Make sure y'all are like, praying over yourself, your home, and your family, I've had a couple family members call me. I've had to do protection candles for. And even when they don't ask me, I make sure I do protection candles for them. Protect your family. A lot of you guys will also get candles from me and like, make sure that you protect your family too when you set your intentions. Lewis says, I'm a Pisces, Moon, Capricorn, Sun, and I think I'm psychic too if there's a way to prove it. Because I feel like I can know what others around me are feeling. That does mean you're psychic. That sounds empathic though, specifically. All right, so it sounds like you're an empath. Hi, Mercedes. Child, it's getting cold. It's getting cold outside. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. It is 27 degrees here, you guys. I guess you could say, what could make me feel this way? I have some hyssop in my hair, and I need to go take a shower to get it out because I took a spiritual bath. I knew there was gonna be something. I knew I was gonna. Spirit was not gonna allow me to look completely perfect in this video this whole time. I knew there was gonna be something off. But it's probably the Mercury Retrograde shadow period. I knew it just looked too perfect. It's okay. Whatever. Kay says they will be the new ancestors, so best protect them until then. Thank you, Kay. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. Yes. Wow, you know what, Kay? That is like a perfect way to put that. I think we're going to end on that note. Like, I feel like I want to end on that note, Kay. Protect your family because they will be the new ancestors, so it's best to protect them until then. That is like the perfect way to end this video. You guys, this has been so fun. I'm going to have to come live more often. And remember, if you want a reading from me, check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Yes, we're going to end on that note. Thank you, Kay, for that amazing message. That was deep, right, Diana? Thank you, 10-9. I enjoyed the chat, too. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all who were in the chat, who talked, who all were here. Let me go through the chat and see if I can just scroll up and look at some of the names that aren't commenting. Mercedes, Diana, 10-9. I'm getting cold. I'm starting to get chilly. Zen, Maurice, Mrs. Kimberlight, Lola, EM, the goat. Oh, hey, the goat. I didn't even know I saw the goat. DM Fraser, thank you all for being here, you guys. Until the next live. Love and light. Happy Capricorn season. Happy New Year. And I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you in your own personal reading. Either way, I'll see you soon. Love and light.